Welcome to Marina Bay Golf Course, where I'm very lucky to be able to be out here to make a course vlog today, as this course is actually going to be shut down by the government by next year. So I'm very appreciative to have the opportunity to travel here to Singapore and to be able to play this course. So I hope you guys enjoy this course vlog, because this will most likely be the last time I play on this golf course, and we're going to be experiencing night golf for the first time today. So I hope you guys stay tuned.
Shot.
As someone who's playing this course for the first time, I find that the most difficult part is definitely the tee shots, because from the tee boxes you can't really tell where the bunkers are, and like you can see here, there's actually a lot of room, but from the tee box it does seem pretty narrow. So I'm basically just trusting the line that my playing partners are giving me today, as they are locals, and let's see how we can best get around this golf course. I'm not sure if you could see my ball land in the previous clip, but I had a little bit too much spin on that shot, which led me to having a pretty long uphill putt here. I mean, it's not that long, it's about a 30-footer. It's a lot more uphill than it looks like in this clip, and I think the green speeds are playing somewhere around 9. It has been raining the entire day though, so it's definitely playing a little bit slower and into the grain here. Playing uphill, definitely need to give this a good run. Moving on to hole 2, which is a par 3, which we have a beautiful view of the Singapore Flyer at the back there, which is the little Ferris wheel. Well, not so little as you can tell, but definitely something that a lot of tourists like to see when they're in Singapore. So even though I know you cannot see the green from this view, I mean, I had to include the Flyer in there. So this hole is playing about 120 meters, or more specifically 133 yards. So I decided to go with a 9-iron here. The pin is all the way behind, so I knew that it'd be much better if I was a little bit shorter rather than over this pin. So just giving myself some room short and past this pin. It's only the second hole of the day, so the goal here is to just give ourselves a putt on the green.
Draw. Got. Nice.
Hole 3 is a par 4. Like I said, you can't really tell where the bunkers are from the tee box, especially if it's your first time playing. You can kind of see that little like bushes off there, and that's actually the top of the bunkers. On this golf course, you definitely want to avoid the bunkers because they are pot bunkers, and if you're in them, you're most likely going to be chipping out sideways. So again, don't really know where to go, so just aiming for the light pole and hoping to hit a good enough shot to give myself a shot from the fairway. On the right side, it is OB, and you can run out of fairway, so you do want to favor the left side of this fairway. So I didn't fully catch the ball, but luckily for me, it was enough to carry that bunker. However, this meant that I was a little bit on a downslope. It's not too bad, I only have about 100 yards, so I'm only using a 50-degree wedge here, expecting it to come out a little bit lower, but with the wet conditions, I didn't think that it would run out too much. So just trying to carry it all the way to the pin here and give myself a good look at birdie. After the approach shot, I did what I wanted, which was gave myself a good look for birdie. These greens are a little bit tricky, they're not super pure. It is a public golf course, so you can't expect them to be rolling super pure. It's definitely not bad, like don't get me wrong at all. However, I do feel like when you come to courses like this, you do need to focus more on your stroke. Don't focus too much on the result and just hit a good putt, and hopefully the ball rolls in the hole.
Good putt. Nice putt. 1 over 50.
Next up, we're going to be playing hole 4, which is a par 6. This is only the second par 6 that I've ever played in my life, the first time being in Korea. So this is definitely a very exciting hole. It's very funny to be thinking about the concept of a par 6 because you're thinking you need to hit it 4 on. So it definitely feels like you're hitting a lot of shots. So for this hole, it's playing 593 meters, which is around 650 yards. So based off this calculation, I do feel like there is a chance that we could get this 3 on. So let's see how it goes. Like I said, first time playing the golf course. So obviously with the par 6, just trying to get it on the fairway first. We still got a lot of shots to hit.
Nice. Nice.
For the second shot, I don't really know what you even call this shot. I guess it's a layup to the layup. But for the second shot, I was going just full on with the forward here, just trying to get it as far as I possibly can. There is, as you can tell, not much of the fairway that you can see. So there's a water hazard down the right side that you most definitely want to avoid. My target here was somewhere towards that big fluffy tree, the huge one right in the center. Just making sure that I keep this towards the left side of this fairway. So for my third shot, I had 220 yards left to go. So we have to go over all these trees on the right side. The green is behind those trees. If you're laying up, you can go towards the buildings on the left side. There is a lot more room there than I thought there was. I obviously did not know what it looked like up there. But if you're laying up, you do want to favor the left side over there between the two buildings. I decided to just give it a try today and go for it. I mean, how often you get to play par 6, so let's try to shoot the lowest score possible. Probably not the smartest idea, but hey, you've got to give it a go every now and then. From what I could tell, the risk was not that high, so I decided to try to go for it.
Couldn't see at all.
So I didn't hit a bad shot, however it did clip one of the trees on the way down, which is what I kind of expected would happen because it would have to carry pretty far and pretty high for me to be able to cross all those trees. But as you can tell here, it's not too bad of a spot. It is a bit of a tricky pin position today from where I'm chipping because I am in the rough and I don't have much green to work with, so I'm just trying to run this up here. I definitely knew that I probably didn't have the right club to be playing that shot, especially because I was trying to run it out in pretty wet conditions, so I think you can tell that I was not too surprised with the results. However, the hole is still far from being done, so let's try to hit the best possible chip here. It's not over till it's over.
Nice putt. I knew she would.
I had a feeling too.
I knew that you got to win.
Around the car distance is very strong. I knew I got a feeling.
So next up, we have a par 3. It's hole 5 and it's playing pretty long. It's 172 yards into the wind. So the advice from my playing partners is that you don't want to hit it any further than towards the center of the green or carry it any further than the center of the green because there is a huge ridge in the middle of the green that tends to make the ball bounce over the green. So even though it's not too bad from the back of the green, if you want to keep your ball somewhere on the green, you do need to land this somewhere towards the front portion of this green. So over here, I'm just trying to hit it somewhere towards the flag. No idea what the green looks like, so just get it somewhere out there.
Oh, bit slappy. Bunker.
Oh, good. Over bunker.
So I can definitely see why the advice was to hit it towards the front portion of the screen because all my playing partners hit what I thought were good shots and all ended up over the green. So even though I hit that shot pretty badly, I was almost maybe about 1 or 2 yards from having a perfect shot because where my ball is, past it is all downhill. So what I was anticipating was from this putt was going to be a pretty quick putt, and I think what you're going to see is that's definitely not what happened.
Oh, that's short. It's fast, by the side quite fast.
Next up, we're going towards hole 6, which is a par 5, and it was so awesome to see this light start turn on, and it's crazy how fast it turned dark, and you're gonna see it all in this clip. So for this par 5, as you can tell, the entire right side is actually where you want to avoid. On the left side, there is an OB, but it is pretty far left, that is past those light poles. However, you most definitely want to favor the left side on this tee shot, because if you're in the bunker, you're not gonna be happy.
Maybe bunker ne. Bunker.
Don't kick so hard, right? Bunker.
Like I said, if you're in the bunker, you're not gonna be happy, and I had to learn it the hard way, so it's just a chip out for the second shot. So on this hole, you can see how the pot bunkers make a huge difference, especially when playing this golf course blind. You basically want to avoid them at all costs. If I were to play this hole, even if I teed off with a 3-wood, I would still have a very short approach shot into the green, but because I hit my driver into the bunker, now I'm just having to hit this third shot as far as I possibly can, and hopefully hit a good enough fourth shot to give myself a chance to make a par.
That was pure.
That's what I needed on the par 6.
Oh, looking good. Oh, that's a big shot. Come on. That's a big shot. Come on.
Nice.
Oh, that broke left to right quite a bit.
It's a bit hard to see, eh?
Hard to see. And then like God.
So unfortunately, that leaves us with a bogey on the 6th hole, which currently makes us 1 over par. I'm gonna end part 1 of the vlog right here, but I hope you guys stay tuned for part 2 and part 3, which is gonna come next week, where we head into playing night golf. Thank you guys for watching, and catch you guys next time.